Welcome to the second edition of the Hong Kong Ladies Open. It's a co-sanctioned event between the TLPGA and the Asian Ladies Golf Tour, and the perfect venue to start the season at the iconic Hong Kong Golf Club. The inaugural tournament last year was a resounding success and sets the bar for the 2016 edition.
We are extremely proud, to have the Ladies Open off the ground last year. It was a great success for the tournament that is solely run by ourselves. It should help to develop the sports in Hong Kong. And so having all these international players coming to Hong Kong is great.
Players came from all over the world for the co-sanctioned event, each hoping to gain precious world ranking points and a slice of that $150,000 purse.
It's a beautiful golf course, my second time here. I think the great thing about this course that I like is an additional par 5 as well. So there are 5 par 5s totally now, which is an advantage for me because I'm a long hitter.
It's a very prestigious golf course and I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully the weather cooperates. There's so many different countries and people playing in this tournament. So many different cultures. It's great.
I think it's really nice country, and the course is like so many trees and like narrow and small green like this.
The tournament also provides the platform for Hong Kong's talented young amateurs to compete on a higher level.
It's a great experience for all of us, and we get to learn from here and probably bring it to our own game as well. I'm hoping that I can learn quite a lot from the other players.
The Hong Kong Ladies Open provide a lot of good opportunities for the amateur or younger girls to look up at, so they could know where they are at compared with the pros. So it's really good for them when they grow up.
I am very thankful for the Hong Kong Golf Club to host this event every year. Since we rarely have a chance to play pro tournaments, it would be good for me to be able to learn how to adapt and play with pros.
Well, let's get straight into it then. The conditions were testing, and in her first tournament here in Hong Kong, Germany's Letitia Rasanerica found the going tough. She would eventually miss the cut despite making some brilliant putts. Flying the Hong Kong flag was one of the top amateurs in the world and new member of the Hong Kong Golf Club, Tiffany Chan. She sits in the top 10 after day 1 at 2 under par. A shot ahead of the talented 22-year-old was Korea's Jang Soo-young. At 3 under, she's in a share of 4th with Australia's Caitlin Must and Chinese Taipei's Wu Yiqing. But round 1 was all about Pan Yenling of Chinese Taipei. Taking advantage of the rain-softened course, she fired a sublime 9 under par 63. After dropping 2 consecutive shots early on, she went on an amazing run of 8 birdies and an eagle in the space of just 11 holes to give her a 5-stroke lead over Thailand's Kanphanitnan Muangkhumsakul and China's Liu Yan.
其实前9蛮轻松的，因为后9看到这个录影机就有点压力了，现在感觉很紧张。没有啦，就是对啊，因为对我第一次打这么好，然后对我自己那种期许就可以再高一点啊，对。然后我很开心的，其实今天对于今天的表现。
Day 2 saw even more rain and preferred lies once again being implemented. Two-time moneyless winner in India, Shamila Nicolette, did well in the wet conditions, managing a lone birdie. She would make the cut to compete on Sunday. Hong Kong amateur Michelle Jung drew experience from last year's event. She made 5 birdies on Saturday and remained upbeat.
I think I've gained some experience. I think it's great that we get a tournament at home, of course. And I played a little worse last year, I think. I think I started off with a pair of 74s, so 2-stroke improvement, which is good. But yeah, made the cut last year, hoping to make it again this year.
Tiffany Chan had a good day moving up the leaderboard. She went out flawlessly in 34, came home in 37. 2 birdies against a single drop stroke means she shares 3rd. In second on her own was Wu Yiqing, 5 birdies against 2 bogeys, which means that she would finish at 4 under par after 36 holes. It was a different story for the overnight leader though. No birdies means her lead was cut to a single stroke.
今天就有点整个节奏就不大对，明天会来电子场再多打一下那个感觉。 还是一样平常心下去打，就是尽自己的力，就是尽自己的全力这样。
So there you have it. It's pretty much still an open tournament. Tiffany Chan, the Hong Kong native, giving the locals something to believe in. This is Timothy Lowe here, and I'm very happy to be joined by Dom Boulay. Dom, tough conditions.
Absolutely, Tim. 8.5 inches of rain fell on the course this week.
But it didn't stop Vani Kapoor from birdieing the first hole to go to 4 under par and into a tie for second. Not so much luck though for Pan Yanling. This a bogey here to fall out of the lead. For Tiffany Chan, a big par putt here on the first hole to stay at 3 under par. There would be a rain delay, Dom, and we headed into that break with a 3-way tie at the top.
They came back out an hour later, and Pan Yanling misses this putt, and that's 3 bogeys in a row, and she drops to 2 under par.
Speaking of 2 under par, Hannah Chan, this a birdie putt on the 4th to get her to 2 under par, making a nice move on Sunday.
Tiffany Chan here on the 4th green. She started with 3 straight pars. This a good save for another par on the 4th.
So that's 4 in a row for Tiffany Chan, and it's a 6-way tie at the top at 3 under par. It's awfully tight at the top, isn't it, Dom? Anybody's game.
Certainly is. 6-way tie here early in round 3. Here on the 5th, Tiffany Chan with good friend Stephen Lam, a fellow Hong Kong international, caddying for her this week. It's a difficult par 3 up the hill. And just missing the green there. Tough up and down.
Yeah, just up against the call there for Tiffany Chan, but she's got a lovely short game and it shouldn't pose any problems for her. Jang Soo-yang of Korea, this her 3rd shot to the 6-hole par 5. Long hole this one, they're having to lay up, and she's going in with a wedge here trying to attack the soft conditions.
Yeah, first of the par 5s as a golden opportunity for a birdie. That was a lovely shot there from the Korean.
Playing with Tiffany is Pan Yanling. She hasn't gotten off to the greatest of starts today, trying to bounce back here with a lovely tee shot on the uphill par 3 5th.
Missed the cut last year with a pair of 80s, so the 63 in round 1 was her best score ever as a professional, and that was a good tee shot.
Leave her the uphill putt. Kanphanitnan, she's playing a little bit further up. This is her 3rd shot to the par 5-6, laying up as well, but much closer than Jang.
Last year's runner-up knows this course very well and playing well again this year.
Well, we saw Tiffany Chan's tee shot just up against the collar there. It's got the uphill chip. Dom, it's awfully misty out there.
It is. We've had some awful weather, but she knows this course very well. She's been playing here since she's her junior days.
So just a little tap in there for Tiffany to save a par on the 5th. Starts with 5 straight. Here's Kanphanitnan on the 6th hole. Her friends call her Mind. She'll be very mindful of this putt. It's a little bit slippery here. Downhill off the right, and that's well holed there for birdie.
Only 17 years old. She turned pro at 14, but she's had a lot of success already.
Certainly has, Dom. Coming runner-up last year. Pan Yanling, we saw that lovely tee shot on the 5th. This an uphill effort for birdie. Can be nice and aggressive, this one. And it's going to stop in the jaws, just a tap-in par. Not really the start she was hoping for this Sunday. No harm, no foul. A par she makes her way to the par 5 tee.
We saw the approach shot here on the first par 5 from Jang So-young. This for a birdie 4. Nicely done. Kept her head very still there. Beautiful stroke.
So it's Kanphanitnan alone at the top, but look at that leaderboard. It's awfully bunched behind her. Jang Soo-young moves up into that logjam at 3 under par. So with an awfully bunched leaderboard, it still is anyone's game on the final day of the Hong Kong Ladies Open. Welcome back, everybody, to highlights of the Hong Kong Ladies Open 2016, held on the historical old course at the Hong Kong Golf Club. Founded in 1889, it was originally located within a racecourse at Happy Valley, but was relocated to Fan Ling in 1908.
The old course has been around since 1911. It is a course, very close to our heart, with many old trees, and with the evolution, there's a lot of history attached to it. And old course is also a course that is sand-capped and with a particular type of grass that is very weather resilient. So of all the three courses that we have here, old course will be the best for the good summer championship, just like the one that we have. Yeah, it's a course that we love.
So if you're just joining us, here's a quick update for you. Chinese amateur Liu Yan moved up to 3 under par with this eagle chip at the turn. Fantastic stuff indeed.
Two-time moneyless winner in India, Vani Kapoor, makes this birdie on the 9th to move to 4 under, an outward half of 34.
This eagle attempt from Hannah Chan just coming up a little bit shy, but that's her 4th birdie of the day, and that puts her at 2 under par. Last year's Order of Merit winner on the Asian Ladies Tour, Kanphanitnan Muangkhumsakul, moves up 2 shots clear at this stage with her 4th birdie of the day.
Home favourite Tiffany Chan, that was for the first birdie of the day, but that's 9 straight pars for the local favourite.
So Kanphanitnan leads by 2. Vani Kapoor making a nice move today, as is Pan Yan Hong. Tiffany Chan sits 3 back at 3 under par. So now our first look at the back 9 here. Tee shot for Hannah Chan on the short par 3 12th.
Yes, elevated green, long and narrow, not an easy target to hit. Pin today on the front left, and that's a wonderful shot there from Hannah Chan.
Beautifully done indeed. The green's holding nice and soft. Plenty of rain this week, almost 8.5 inches, Dom. Tiffany Chan starts with 9 straight pars. This her 2nd to the 10th.
Yeah, missed the fairway. Needs a good performance here. Needs some world ranking points. She's close to getting a ticket to the Rio Games, and that's a lovely shot there.
Kanphanitnan comfortably 2 strokes ahead right now. This her 4th on the par 5 11th.
That's a poor chip from the tournament leader. Maybe the pressure's getting to her.
That was the first hiccup we've seen all day. Meanwhile, we saw the nice tee shot for Hannah Chan on the 12th. This for a birdie. Very well done there. Nothing like capitalizing after a beautiful tee shot like that. So Kanphanitnan this to avoid a drop stroke. She was next to the green in 3. And this would almost feel like a double bogey should she miss this. And she has a par 5 bogey. Never good when you're leading.
No, that's a disappointing bogey. Drops a shot. Her challenges are a little bit closer, but still playing well today. 2 under par. And here's Tiffany looking for the first birdie of the day. The University of Southern California student. One of the best teams in America. And she's got a great following today, despite the horrible conditions.
So after 9 straight pars, Tiffany Chan makes a bit of a move, a 2-stroke swing right there. So she's just 1 behind Kanphanitnan as she shared her hopes and ambitions for the future.
I want to eventually play professional golf in the coming years. I planned on it when I was like 16, 17 until I get to college, playing college golf, and then felt like I really liked competing against each other, and I had a lot of fun traveling around. If I could eventually pull out a win here, I think everyone will be really happy for me because my parents and my sister's friends, everyone, my best friend came support me, and Stephen on my back, so I think it means a lot to me as well as for them too.
So here's an update to get you in tune with the golf. Scotland's Heather McRae would convert this lovely approach to go 1 under par after 15 holes. Hannah Chan having another look at an eagle here. The resulting birdie would put her at 4 under par. With 5 birdies and an eagle, Pan Yan Hong had the clubhouse lead at 4 under par after a lovely final round 69. And Korea's Jang So-young would go to 3 under after converting this fabulous approach shot to the penultimate hole. So Kanphanitnan still leads by 1 in the closing stages of this tournament, but Tiffany Chan hot on her heels.
And this is Vani Kapoor on the 18th. Good tee shot. It's a very tight hole. Out of bounds left and right. And that was an aggressive swing from the Indian. And a beautiful shot, giving herself a really good opportunity for a birdie.
Jang So-young, this is her 4th shot on the 18th hole, running into some trouble at the home straight. Has to get up and down and try to save a 5, Dom. That's well done.
Yes, she's giving herself a chance.
Kanphanitnan just completing this threesome here. Her 2nd shot at 18, that's a monster tee shot.
Yeah, she certainly is a long hitter. Won this year already, the Hitachi Ladies Open in Taiwan. She's in prime position here in Hong Kong.
Speaking of prime position, Tiffany Chan just short of the green in 2 on this par 5. She's in the heavy stuff, but she's played a lot of golf here, Dom, and she's a new member, so she would have played this shot plenty of times.
Yeah, but she's played that poorly. The rough is very wet, of course, and that really is a poor shot from Tiffany.
Meanwhile, up ahead, Kanphanitnan, this to get to 600 par and pretty much sealed the deal. Starting to rain quite a bit there, and that just didn't have the pace, Dom, but still taps in for a par, post the clubhouse target.
Yeah, she's looking good, isn't she? Tiffany not really giving herself a birdie opportunity on 17.
Well, we know who those folks want to win. Meanwhile, Jang So-young hasn't been the finish she wanted. This to just salvage a bogey on the last, and that's well done. Just a single drop stroke for her. It's been another nice week for the South Korean. Now, Tiffany Chan, we saw that tip shot come trundling over the back, Dom, and outside chance for a 4.
This to tie, and no, that's an opportunity missed for the Tuen Mun native. She came off the back of a 4th place finish in a China LPGA event last week, so she's in good form. Moved up the rankings significantly, the world rankings, and she's right on the cusp of a place in the Rio Olympics. But she needs a birdie up the last.
Yeah, the math is simple. Make a 3 and send this into overtime. Vani Kapoor, we saw the nice 2nd shot she hit there, and that's a huge miss there. Very unfortunate, but still a par, and another lovely week for the Indian. Just a formality now to tap that one in. She'll end the week a 3 under par in a tie for 5th.
See, the rain has been falling steadily all day long, sometimes quite heavily too. And this is the 18th. As I was saying, there is OB left and right.
Awfully tight tee shot there for Pan Yen-ling, and that is left, and that looks to be out of bounds.
A wonderful ball striker, Tiffany.
No easy task playing from an elevated tee, Dom.
No, it isn't. And, can she find the fairway? Yes, she can. Well done. That sets her up for a good chance to knock one in close at least.
Well, that's step 1 done. Meanwhile, just to tidy up here, Kanphanitnan for her par. That's the clubhouse target at 5, so she just has to sit and wait.
That's 3 very solid rounds for last year's runner-up. Can she go one better?
We saw the nice tee shot from Tiffany operating out of the short grass. Always important here at the very tight tree-lined old course at Fanling. Sends that on her way, and that is beautifully done. She's got a good look at birdie straight up the hill to send this into overtime.
Yeah, she's given herself a chance now. This one has to go in for the round 1 leader. 63. That is an unbelievable score, but she struggled the last 2 days, and well, that's her chance gone to win the Hong Kong Ladies Open 2016.
So Tiffany Chan knows she needs a 3 at the last to send this into a sudden death playoff. Pan Yen-ling, you got a feel for her after that opening 63. She would have liked her chances, but she's going to come up short this week.
Well, she knows what she needs to do. This 15-footer to send it into a playoff.
Lovely stroke. And that is clutch. Tiffany Chan, we're not done with golf yet here at Fanling. Just can't get enough of this golf course. What a wonderful way to finish for Tiffany, and we're headed for a playoff, Dom.
Isn't that wonderful? She must feel great right now, and there's a lot of support for her.
Yeah, but this lady wouldn't be feeling too great. Pan Yen Ling hasn't been the day she wanted. A disappointing 76-76 over the weekend, but she finishes the week under par, and we're heading for a little bit more golf. So back up to 18 we went, and Kanphanitnan sprays it into the thick foliage on the right, would end up losing a ball, Dom, and real advantage now for Tiffany.
Well, she hit a wonderful tee shot on the fairway. Looks like all she really needs is a par.
Yeah, just aiming for the middle of the green, and she's done that very nicely indeed. Ball's firmly in her court, and this is Tiffany's tournament to win now. Kanphanitnan really got a feel for her. This her fourth shot from the fairway. Remember, we saw her ball, looking for her ball in the right bushes, and she's got to be bitterly disappointed.
Well, she's given herself a chance. Tiffany needs to 3-putt. And she's still got a fairly lengthy one, so still a bit of pressure on this.
Certainly is, Dom, as the crowd's lovely to see such good support for the local girl, Tiffany, and she knows the math. She knows what she has to do. Just lag this down near the hole, and she becomes the Hong Kong Ladies Open champion.
It's a massive moment for her. Oh, and that's a wonderful, wonderful putt. Great touch.
So all of 3 feet standing between Tiffany Chan and a little bit of history. Kanphanitnan, you see her marker behind there. That's for a bogey, and to put any kind of pressure on young Tiffany, this has to go in. Greens are rolling beautifully, and that is very unfortunate. It's going to be disappointment for Kanphanitnan. Remember, she had a chance to close this thing out in regulation, but it's going to be a double bogey in the playoff, and Tiffany Chan has got 2 putts from all of 3 feet to register a victory this week. So this then for the win.
Fabulous, fabulous effort, and she must be very emotional. Her mum and dad, sister, friends, teammates are all there. What a wonderful moment.
Wonderful camaraderie the Hong Kong team has, and the amateur Tiffany Chan triumphs in a playoff. We calculated this should move her into the top 60 in the world ranking, so a huge win for Tiffany.
I still can't express how happy I am right now, because I'm really thankful that everyone came out to support me. I couldn't name them all, but then all my teammates, my coach, my parents, my best friend Stephanie, like every single one just came out, which I mean, I feel so emotional, but then without their support, I don't think I will be winning today.
So the Hong Kong Golf Club adds yet another chapter to its illustrious history. Its junior development program is truly coming to fruition, with Tiffany winning her 2nd professional event in just 2 years, and her dream of heading to Rio and the Olympics well and truly alive.